God bless Jailene Holton, age 21. Stop. Stop gun violence. It's not right. Miss Holton, age 21, murdered June 28th, 2022 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. They call it the city of brotherly love. I think it should be called something else. 21-year-old woman killed after disgruntled patron fires at least 15 shots into Northeast Philadelphia bar, police say. Uncle of woman killed in Philadelphia bar shooting speaks out. When are people going to get fed up? This is disgusting, and this is what can happen to me, you, or anybody else in the USA. The Wild Wild West is what it should be called. The violence is out of this world. Senseless. Heartfelt. Sad. What can you say? That's the way this country is. You can leave home and never return because of so many senseless people out there that just don't care who they hurt. I want to say God bless Miss Holton. God bless her soul. And definitely God bless her family and friends. God bless you. Damn. A nice photo of Miss Holton, age 21. Damn.
With another tragedy, a woman shot, an innocent woman killed in Northeast Philadelphia, and it was all over a pool game. Let's get right out to Steve Keeley. Steve?
Yeah, this is Jailene Holton, 21, and we can show you her picture and tell you her name now because I talked to her dad, her uncle, and her stepmom. Her mother died previously, and they're here to pick up Jailene's car because she was the designated driver last night for her friends, and she decided she never went out. She worked at Target, a really beautiful girl, and really didn't want to go to the bar scene or anything like that, so her friends prodded her, hey, let's get out and do something. You gotta get out, you're 21 now. So they go out to Topgolf, and then they come over to the Philly Bar and Restaurant where the Philadelphia Police Crimes Unit is wrapping up now. Only 7 hours after they got the call to come here, just past 11:30 last night, because they knew it did not look good for Jailene. She is in this bar with her friends, and there's a guy who's angry that he can't play pool because he'd been in there drinking. He came in with two friends in a pickup truck, and he was in there for a while and wanted to play pool, but Tuesday is pool night here, and some serious pool players come here on Tuesdays, and there were about 20 patrons inside, and so they have one pool table, and they're playing pool with their league, and that's why this guy couldn't jump in and get in on the pool table, and he did not like to hear that. So he has to get physically removed from the bar, and they have a bouncer on duty, and he says to everybody, look, it's going to be trouble. For your safety, everybody go to the rear of the bar. So that's why Jailene is all the way in the back of the place, and somehow, when this guy comes out of the bar after getting tossed out and may be very angry about the way he got physically removed, He's out here in the parking lot for about an hour, according to the Fox 29 news sources we got on this story, and suddenly decides to start firing from 168 feet away, about 15 parking spots back, and all 15 shots hit the front of the bar, 10 into the wall, 5 into the windows where you see those big bullet holes. In fact, we can get up close now because the police have just got this crime scene cleared, and you can just see the size of the bullet holes, and one of those bullets through one of those windows hits Jailene in the head, and she is pronounced dead soon after 4 a.m. when we begin reporting this story today. And that is the awful story, because she's here as a designated driver, never goes out. Her parents told me, had to be prodded to go out, and she went out for the reason to make it safe for her friends to have a drink or two and not drive under the influence. And she's in the rear of the bar where she gets shot, because everybody thinks that's where she'll be safe, because they have to physically remove this guy. And so what happens is the bullet comes in the window, the one on the left there, the flag, you see the bullets went into the flag, but one of those bullets right about Jailene's height goes through the bar all the way into the back of the bar and hits her while she's at the bar. She had no idea somebody was going to shoot, or they would have all been on the floor, but they were in the rear to get out of harm's way, and then she gets directed into harm's way, sadly, and her parents get the word from the hospital that there was nothing the surgeons could do. And so they're here now, and they're going to sadly get in her car and drive it home like she planned to do with her friends, to get her friends home safe, and she ends up being the one that doesn't get home safe and will never come home again. And so the local Target she worked at, the word is spreading there, and they'll be extremely sad. But what an awful story. We cover a lot of homicides, but I don't recall one as sadder than this, where a young person who never goes out decides to go out with her friends and make sure her friends get home safe, and she ends up getting killed here by some lunatic with a gun who decides to fire 15 shots because he's angry that he can't play pool and he gets kicked out of a bar.
Listen, each and every murder, it's the trauma for those families who get the phone call that they will never forget the rest of their lives. Right. Steve, it is just heartbreaking on every level.
It certainly is. All right.
She worked. She usually worked and went home. I mean, she didn't go out often. Her friend called her up. She went out to Topgolf, and then they came out here. They were going to be here about 15, 20 minutes, and that's when the altercation broke out and whatever, this guy started shooting. When are people going to get fed up with this reckless shooting in the city? And nobody does nothing. They get a mouthpiece for 20 seconds on TV, and that's it. And everybody's running around like it's the Wild West out here. I mean, cowards shooting at a bar from 100 feet away or more. And somebody goes out for 10, 15 minutes and they're dead. You know, how's that fair? How many children got to die before people say enough is enough?
U.S. Marshals have made an arrest in connection with a deadly shooting at a Northeast Philly bar. 47-year-old Anthony Nelson was arrested in Atlantic City today. He's accused of killing 21-year-old Jailene Holton just before midnight at a Philly bar and restaurant back on June 28th. Police say Nelson fired 15 shots after getting kicked out of the bar, and one of those bullets hit Holton. Nelson faces murder charges now. Holton will be laid to rest tomorrow.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Please subscribe.